Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to yet another great edition of Topic Time with Harrison Young. Actually the second Topic Time show in May. We did one last night at the other location, and it's May 2nd. It's still kind of murky out, but it's beautiful in here, as you can see. I got a beautiful guest tonight. Before we get to her, I got to read the underwriters, and then we will start. We got T. Martini and Son Floor Covering in Abington. We got Chapin Sheds in Whitman. We got John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got Vape Solutions in East Bridgewater, and we got MDI Auto Brokers and Repair in Whitman, home of the fully certified used car. And on that note, thank you guys very much, and now we will start the show. Here we go. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Officially, welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young, the May 2nd edition. As usual, it's just been incredible with wonderful guests, one after another. Several from the state of Connecticut. It's been well represented, the Constitution State, for the last couple of weeks. This young lady here, this beautiful blonde woman here, this model, this lady is Melissa McCulley. In the last week, I had two sisters from Connecticut. One was a model, one was a makeup artist. She's a model. She's got some awesome material to show us tonight. We're going to interview her. It's going to be a great show. So, Melissa, thank you for coming up, making the trip to be on my show.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have you up here. So, all right, you're a model. You're young. You're in your mid-20s, I guess. I kind of did a little research.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's okay. You're a millennial. So, how did you get into modeling? I do this with all my guests. I try to backtrack to what they were like as kids and to find out how it got them to where they're at. So if you please talk about what you were like as a little girl, how it got you into modeling, and how you advanced into a career that you have now. And if I have any questions, I will throw them your way. So go ahead.
Well, at a young age, I really didn't think I'd be going into modeling or fashion. You know, I've always been camera shy. I always hated attention. I hated pictures of me.
Really? And you were a real kid? You're talking about you were a real little kid then when you were like this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was like that at a young age and growing up as a teenager. I was never like an attention getter.
Interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, I started off, I did nursing for four and a half years.
Okay.
Like a med cert tech. So did that for a while, did healthcare, and I was at a store one day and I got scouted by a female photographer.
Okay, how old were you when this was? This happened?
2 years ago.
Really? So that's not that long.
No,
okay.
No.
So you went from being like shy with the camera to thinking, hey, maybe I got something. Maybe I should. This woman, one fell swoop, she turned you from like an introvert into an extrovert, correct?
Well, I've been like open. I've always, been friendly, like outgoing with people.
Okay.
Just, I've been a modest person and, not all out there. Never had social media until about 2 years ago. So.
Okay, true that.
But I was doing music before modeling. So.
Well, talk about the music. How are you doing music? Playing music, singing?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah, I sing, play keys.
Okay.
And I was in a band called Underfoot's Revenge.
What were they called?
Underfoot's Revenge.
Cool. Were you the lead singer of the band?
Yeah.
Okay. How many in the band? Were they male and female together?
It was all men in my band. We're actually all different generations apart. So I was in my 20s, my drummer was in his 30s.
Wow.
40s for my bass player.
So you were the youngest?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that must have been interesting. How did they form?
They all met before me. They kind of just were a jam band, and they go out and play bars and shows all the time. And then I came around, and I'm like, you guys need a keyboardist. They're like, yeah. And I was playing with them for really 6 months, and they didn't even know I sang. I was still,
So you started as a keyboardist?
Yeah.
Okay, well, did you play, how long did you must have learned at some point to play the keyboard when you were real young, I suppose?
Yeah.
How old were you when you learned that?
Oh, I was young, probably 6 years old.
Wow, that is young. That's when I started taking piano lessons too.
It's the love of my life.
So what about now? You still doing music today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's right. Now you're a musician too. Okay, then that's right. Now that I think of it, I'm glad this is why we ask these questions. You work for a company called GameStop. What's that?
Oh, not anymore. I used to.
You used to. Okay. Well, you want to talk? I'm just curious. What was that?
They sell video games.
That's what I thought. Did you work as a salesperson? Were you a web designer or what?
Yeah, retail.
You did which?
Selling.
Selling, okay. All right, but you're still a musician, and your modeling career has really taken off in the last couple of years.
Yep.
Okay, so you had a woman approached you, a female photographer. You never met her. She gave you a card, I assume. This was in Connecticut, right?
Yep.
And you said, were you a little suspicious about why somebody would, want to take pictures of you, especially after you had never done this before?
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, sure, why not? Try something
You have nothing to
new.
lose, okay. So now today you brought a manager with you. Now a male manager, how did you hook up with him? He's sitting right there watching us, so you can, if he has anything he has to add, you certainly may from the sidelines, but go ahead.
So after I finished working with that photographer, I shot with somebody else, and a musician came out to me and asked if they could use one of the photos for their advertisement in Sound Magazine.
Wow.
In New York.
What magazine?
Sound Magazine.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm like, wow, my first shoot, I'm getting published. They use me on their business cards. I'm like, this must be something, And so I went with that, and another photographer saw the advertisement.
Yep.
And from that point, I worked with him, and it just sparked from there. And then I met my manager, Joe, through 3W Management.
Okay.
And it's been just so successful since then. And now through working with him, I got to become signed with Wilhelmina Models.
Okay, wow. Now you got some pictures today of recent shots that you've taken. So we're going to look at them, and what I want you to do is bring them over here, put them like in front of you, and hold each one up, and they're going to zoom in on each one, and you talk about each one.
Sweet.
And then I'll ask, and if I have any questions, I'll ask. But go ahead.
My
Where they
mugshot.
were shot, what type of shoot it was.
Ooh, here's my mugshots.
Okay, there you go.
I shot these with this wonderful photographer named Jerome. And, some high-end fashion stuff.
Okay,
That's my favorite, doing fashion.
that's a bikini one, right? That's
Yeah.
a beach shot.
I shot this one out in Coney Island in New York
Wow.
with a photographer from GEI. His name is John. It was such a fun shoot. In the middle of that shoot, a great white shark came and swam up right on the beach.
Oh, I'm
little
sure
baby,
he
little
wanted
baby.
to see what was going on.
He was
Okay.
so cute. He swam. This is one we did. Jerome, tennis shot.
Cool.
Love fitness stuff. That's the best. I've been doing a lot of runway work lately. Just did my 11th fashion show, I think last week, eco fashion show.
Cool.
This was in the Bronx, New York for Infinite Exposure Fashion Week.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
That's your final one
This
there.
is
Okay.
my card for Wilhelmina. Yeah.
And you have 4 pieces on the back.
Yep, just different shots like formal fashion and sports or fitness.
Okay, now is that a magazine that you're on the cover of? I can't tell. Right there. What's that there?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Wow. Okay, go ahead, show the cover. That's amazing.
That's more a modeling magazine.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. It's a beautiful magazine.
You're on the cover of a magazine. My goodness, that is so cool.
Yeah,
Looking
it's
like
an
that.
honor.
That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, so these pictures were all taken within the past couple of years?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you pretty much this is how you spend your time. You play music, you model. Anything else?
I do designing full-time as well as modeling. and music.
Designing what? Clothes?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have your own company? Do you have your own designing firm?
Yeah, it's called Rebel Clothing.
Okay. You're the president of the company,
Yes.
so to speak? Okay. Do you have any people working under you, or do you just do everything yourself?
Just do it myself.
You do it yourself and you market it yourself too? Wow, that's incredible. Now, in terms of traveling for your modeling, how far have you, you went to Coney Island, you went to the Bronx, so you've obviously done New York. Anywhere else? And you ever gone, across the country, or, down to Florida way, or somewhere, anywhere else? And you tell me if you've been anywhere else for this.
Oh, New Jersey, usually in the U.S., nothing outside. Yeah.
Okay, so far the U.S. Okay. And so what about your music now? How do you occupy your time with that now?
Well, currently I'm working on a new album, so that's taking up some time.
Okay. The album, just curious, do you have any of your musical performances on YouTube by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking possibly, maybe we could, edit them in and check them out later, if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, you wanna just give us an idea how long they are, so we can figure out, what I'm thinking is, if we can maybe, take, we get to about 2/3 of the way through the show, if you have like a music video you did, we could say, okay, we're gonna look at Melissa's music video here, and then we'll end the show. So you wanna tell me how long it is, and then what you can do is you can edit it in later.
Yeah, so the videos I have up currently right now are just covers on YouTube. So they're in the studio recordings.
Okay,
They're usually like 2 to 3 minutes long.
okay, are these original songs that you wrote? Or-
The ones on YouTube are covers. The original right now is not online.
Okay.
I'm just adding it to my album. so-
Okay, it's up to you if you wanna add it. Do you have anything original you wanna add or not? Or do you wanna add something that's on a cover? It's either way.
I can add an original. I just don't have a video yet for it. I'm
You
working
don't,
on a
oh, you
music
don't have,
video.
well, when you say you can add it, do you mean like the sound?
Yeah, the MP4.
Okay, so you have you have it like on Reverb Nation or something, or?
Yeah, SoundCloud.
Okay, SoundCloud, okay, that'll work. All right, so what we'll do is, and how long is it?
It's about 2 or 3 minutes.
Is it just you, or is it your band too?
It's me and.
And the rest of them? Okay, you're playing the keyboard and singing, or just,
No, it's just a beat and a guitar in the background.
okay. Okay, so if you wanna add that, we can do that later.
Okay.
All right,
sounds
that's great.
Yay.
All right, so, now what's that magazine right there? Is that another one you were on the cover of too?
Yeah.
Wow, your hair was straighter, that's nice.
CEI Alternative.
Okay,
A whole bunch of different looks about embracing like who you are and not letting anyone tell you what is fashion, like what you should look like, who you should be. You should embrace and love who you are. So I love anything about that. I was definitely part of that.
well, that's great. I mean, this is, yeah, you're very diverse in your modeling, I can see that. You change your hair regularly, you can kink it or you can straighten it, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever change the color at all, or is it always blonde?
It's usually a light brown, but I've been changing
You've been
it.
blonding it for the
blonde.
girl, yeah, okay, that's cool. I know a lot of women do that. Okay, so, so what are your weekends, what do your 5 days a week schedules look like now? You're pretty much between music and modeling, it keeps you pretty busy?
Yeah, working.
Right,
Working
and plus
all the
you're
time.
designing. Okay, now how do you advertise your clothes designs online, or do you do any like, do you sell them through Facebook? Not through Facebook, like on Craigslist or anything like that?
Yeah, through social media.
Social
platform.
media.
That's the best way, through
It is.
Instagram, Facebook, to be honest with you.
Okay, and you get orders from all over the world or all over the country for your stuff?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's surprising. It's the people you least expect too. It could be 10 hours away from Connecticut. You just never
they
expect.
come all the way up to, well, do you like ship it to people?
Yeah,
Okay, no one's
usually
gonna.
ship it.
Oh, you never know. Somebody might be crazy enough to drive 10 hours to get a dress or whatever. You just make women's fashions or guys too?
Men's and women's.
Oh, you do both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Children too.
Children's too? And do you do hats at all?
Yeah.
You do? So you do hats, you do
Snapbacks.
dresses, you do pantsuits, and,
Mm-hmm.
okay. All right, now you look very fit. Do you do something to stay in shape? Do you go to a gym? Do you work out regularly?
Oh yeah, Planet Fitness all
Planet
the time.
Fitness all the
That's it.
Yeah, maybe you could do an ad for them.
Oh yeah.
Judgment Free Zone. What about I like to give advice to my guests that might help them out. You ever think of maybe doing a fitness video?
Yeah, I definitely want to, especially if it encourages people to get up and inspire them. To
Well, number
get
one,
in shape.
they see you, they'll be very encouraged. They'll definitely be, it'll get their attention at the very least. That's what I'm saying. I mean, let's face it,
Thank
when you're fit, you want to show the world how you look, and you want it to see it. And I'm sure you won't have any trouble doing that, but you just got to make it happen. Have you ever done a video model shoot at all, or just those shots?
Yeah, I've done like promo videos for Get Go. They're like fitness, and
Okay.
we'll do videos like that. Respect the look.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done a few short commercials for them.
Commercials like online?
Yeah,
Okay. You ever do any TV commercials?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay, because you'd be great in one. And
Thank you.
now, does your manager help you find things like that, or
Most definitely.
okay, okay, he's got your best interests in heart.
Definitely.
So, all right. What about let me think. Let's see. Have you ever done any acting? I think we covered this before. Have you ever done any film acting, theater acting, growing up at all?
A little bit, not that much though.
Okay. Would you ever consider it? Because maybe auditioning for a film.
Yeah, definitely. I consider it. I like doing impersonations.
Because remember, the more
and stuff like that.
multifaceted you are, the more opportunities you're going to have.
Definitely.
And there's a lot, and believe me when I tell you, there are people, there's a gentleman that's watching us right now that makes his own films, and I've been in one of them, so I know. And you might want to talk to people on Facebook that are involved in filmmaking, because that would give you an opportunity to audition for stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe do a demo reel, just do like a mock audition and send it around. You know how to work online on the web and everything, and that would be perfect. That might definitely get you opportunities.
Definitely not. Don't ever limit yourself. That's for sure.
You don't have what?
Don't ever limit yourself.
No, exactly. Don't ever. So where are you going to be? Do you plan to be doing any traveling, long distances for modeling shoots this summer?
Yeah, definitely try to shoot more in New York.
Okay.
That's usually where I'll get booked out of New York.
You seem to like New York. You seem to have a lot of stuff going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then have you ever gone? You never gone west though? You never gone to L.A. or out to shoot or anywhere? Any foreign cities like Paris or London?
Oh, I'd love to. That would be amazing.
Well, I'm sure you will eventually, but that's what you're planning on that eventually to do it.
Definitely want to go to France.
Okay.
Sure.
That's cool. Now the dress you're wearing tonight, did you design that?
No, I did not.
Because it looks very original, whatever it is.
I appreciate
I noticed it's got diamonds on it. Are those real? I mean,
Little
what do you call it?
sequins?
Are those real jewels on your dress?
A sequins?
Sequins? Okay.
Close enough.
No, that's right. It is. No, they look great. They must be. I mean, you'd be the talk of the town if you ever went, you went out to a party and stuff. Now let me ask you this: do you go to a lot of parties and get opportunities from people that are in the industry, in the modeling industry? Does that give, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just wondering if somebody, that has the opportunities to do this, would, go to a lot of parties and get opportunities to meet more people in the industry to get more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tend to do that?
Yeah, that's the best way to meet other artists and collaborate.
Okay.
Definitely.
Have you ever, now you've done runway walks too, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I've done a few, to say the least.
Okay, so where have you done them? I'm just curious. Somebody said, I'm just wondering, like a few models I've had on recently, they had runway walks up in New Hampshire. I mean, I don't know, have you ever gone up there for Fashion Week?
Yeah, I just did a eco fashion show in New Hampshire. So
You did, so maybe that was it.
they're probably at the same show.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, the woman I talked to said she knew you, and that
What? What's her name?
Prywat, she's Indian, I think. Prayat.
Oh, New Hampshire Fashion Week. No
Yeah, yeah.
kidding. Wow.
Did you go up
She's
there?
a sweetheart.
Yeah, I know. She said when I mentioned that you were going to be on the show tonight, she says, "Oh, she's great." And I
She's
said, "I know," and I'm hoping to get her on tour in the next few weeks.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
She's great.
So where have you walked? So where have you walked the runways? Just besides New Hampshire, where else have you walked it?
See, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. Texas, soon to be Texas, yeah.
Okay, Texas. when are you going to Texas?
That is, when is that? October.
October. Okay, cool. You've got plenty of time to do stuff in the meantime.
Oh yeah,
The
plan
Texas.
for that.
So as far as your music is concerned, do you have regular gigs at certain places?
Oh yeah, it was regular. I kind of took a break from playing out live to concentrate on more like studio work.
Okay.
Because it takes a lot, definitely. To work on an album takes a lot of time and devotion. And
I know that.
yeah, doing both is difficult, but yeah, I used to play out at a lot of bars in Connecticut.
Okay. Well, bars, but now what kind of studio do you have? I mean, is it a nice big sound studio?
It's in my house.
Your house?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, wherever works.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever made any the song that you wanted that you have on, what do you call that? Spot tunes? The one you told me about?
SoundCloud?
SoundCloud. Did you do that at your house?
Yes.
Okay. And so you've been pretty busy with making stuff with with music and at home and whatever else. What about now? Have you done any dealings with any music producers that have given you opportunities aside from the people that you've worked with already, or have you met any new ones recently?
No, not yet. I mean, I've recorded in studios down in New York, like Fragment Studios, and just still looking for the right person to sign
cool.
and work with,
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, now as far as he's concerned, he just manages your modeling. He has nothing to do with music, right?
Oh no, 3W, they work with everything, music, modeling, kids, everything.
Okay, cool. Wow. All right, well, now, what about, like, did you go to college at all?
Oh yeah, I went to Three Rivers Community College.
Where?
Three Rivers?
Three Rivers, is that in Connecticut?
Yes.
Okay, what did you major in there?
Oh, I did, I was going for nursing, but just getting like basic
Okay.
associate's degree.
Okay. Are you gonna become a nurse too eventually, you think?
No, I became like a nurse, it's like a med certified nurse.
Okay.
So I did that for a while. I just want to change careers though.
Oh, okay, but this is your thing, this is your thing for many more years to come.
Yeah, I figured because I did nursing because I want to help people, but I wasn't helping or getting to enough people, so I figure with, you know, being an artist, you can connect and relate to as many people as you want.
Exactly.
You know, you can touch lives in ways you don't even know
Okay.
through your
Do
music.
you do anything, speaking of art, do you do anything else? Do you paint, draw, write, do anything like that?
I love painting and
Oh.
writing.
Okay, what do you write?
Besides music, I'll do like poems and little short stories and stuff.
Yeah, I know, that's cool, because I've written a book of poetry and a book of short stories, so I can relate.
Oh, that's so cool.
The book of short stories took me 10 years. Took me the 90s.
Nah.
When I started it, I had no idea I was going to make a book out of it. That's what I'm saying. I started in the early 90s, and it wasn't until the end of the 90s that I realized I had enough stuff to make a book. And then in the early 2000s, I managed to sell a few copies, made some money, but I never made, you know, the kind of money that Stephen King makes. And then 10 years later, I started this, and this is kind of my thing.
Where's my copy?
Well, I'll give you a copy. I mean,
I want a signed copy now.
well, I don't have it with me. Well, I don't live too far from here. I'm only about 8 minutes away.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I still have quite a few. I kind of put that on the back burner, and then I just started doing other things, and then I ended up doing the show.
That's awesome.
Speaking now, so you say this is your first TV appearance. So, what about the possibility of being on? You know, like you never auditioned for anything like film-wise, right? You've never been like in a web series.
Nope.
Okay. And you never been interviewed. You ever been interviewed in the local, you know, media, papers, newspapers in town, or?
Yeah, I've had interviews like before shows.
Okay, yeah, they usually talk to you when you're like doing the walkway, when you're on the runway.
Yeah, and radio shows I've been on before for because of music and stuff.
That's the private people, just you hearing your voice, not that, you know, you look, because you look. Have you ever played any music on the radio anywhere?
Yeah, I played on one station. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
In Connecticut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it was live on. We jammed out for about an hour.
Okay.
And, they played it live on the radio.
Wow, that's awesome.
And when
A
I
whole
worked,
hour, gee, they gave you a whole hour.
yeah.
It wasn't just a college station.
Mm-mm.
Do you remember what town it was? At Hartford, New Haven?
I think it was Hartford.
Was it?
'Cause it was
Okay,
over
wow.
a year ago now. So.
That's a pretty big market down there. Hartford's
Mhm.
big. I mean, that's pretty incredible. That's impressive. Did they at least mention who it was that was doing the music?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Why don't we're going to take a break, and we're going to we're going to just stop for a few seconds. We're going to listen to your song.
Here I am sitting all alone in the dark, waiting for you.
that was awesome. Okay. How did you get the inspiration for that, the lyrics?
I just got it to the point in my life where I said I just don't want negativity, don't want anyone to bring me down, and just to
Right.
get to a point in your life where you change everything.
Okay. Yeah, now, looking at you, I would think, I mean, I know that in life, there's always gonna be people that try to bring you down, and especially if you're doing well. I know, and I'm not someone who's done well, so I know that even more firsthand.
Yeah.
But, so, did you have to go through much of that growing up? I'm just wondering.
Go through what?
I'm just wondering why you were so introverted as a kid. You mentioned that you were introverted. The world just kind of like shocked you a little bit. I know how that is.
No, I've just always been more of like the listener, the one to pay attention.
Okay.
'Cause, people I notice they don't listen. They always cut everybody off. They don't really observe or see what's going on like right in front of their own nose. So, I always wanted to be aware and listen. I always spoke, but just didn't like always cutting people off and all that.
Wow. Okay. No, I understand. You're not an overly ostentatious person. Right. I get it. Well, guess what, Melissa? We get 5 minutes to go.
Woohoo!
So yeah, I know you can't wait to get out of here. Right?
No.
I understand. So here's what I want you to do in the remaining time we have. I want you to give shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because a lot of them are, and then we'll wrap it up. Just condense them. People in your life, family members, friends, whatever.
Awesome. All right. Shout out to 3W Management. Shout out to Wamina. Shout out to Joe Wade. Shout out to Daniel Warren. Shout out to Randall Bean. Shout out to Rebel Clothing.
To which?
Rebel Clothing.
Okay, that's your company, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're like giving yourself a shout out.
Shout out to my mom, my dad.
Cool. All right. Oh, that's
That's the
great.
best.
There you go. Okay. Do you have any brothers or sisters, or are you an only child?
I'm the only child.
Lucky you.
Yeah, they had me. They said that's enough. Whew.
Yeah, I know. Also, they say if they hit the lottery for $3 million, why keep buying tickets? Right? That's the way you got to figure. Just curious. I noticed you got some nice jewelry on your hands, and does that have something to do with fashion? I mean, are you just like jewelry? Do you design any jewelry? I had a jewelry designer on a few weeks ago.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I love jewelry. I
It's
didn't
part of
design
it's
it.
part of the
but
fashion statement too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My grandmother's ring.
Oh, okay. Does she know you have them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. As long as she's okay with that.
Oh, she gave them to me.
You want to give any? Your hair looks very nice. Do you want to give any shouts out to the people that do your hair, or do you do your own?
I do my own.
You do your own, so that's awesome. As
Yeah.
far as that's concerned, I mean, have you done any gone to school for hairdressing at all? Did you take any courses in that? You just sort of taught yourself how to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So just real quick, what are you going to be doing between now and October, like the summer? More bikini shoots, you think, and mostly in New York? So
Definitely.
pretty much more of the same?
Yeah, working on advertisements.
Okay.
Swim ads.
Advertising for your company or for other things?
For other designers.
Okay. So they actually hire you out for them, even though you only do, so other designers hire you out to give them shouts out or give them ads?
Yeah.
Even though, well, that's great. That's all part of just being a model.
Mm-hmm.
That gives you that opportunity. That's what they call the extra edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Melissa, I hope you had a good time with me tonight. I hope we covered all the stuff that you wanted to cover.
Definitely.
We got great pictures and a wonderful song to boot. And on that note, I hope you that if you've got friends and stuff that are aspiring to better things, I'd love to get them on as guests. Just pass my name along, and that's it. So, are you ready to wrap it up?
Sounds good.
Okay, you did great at the beginning, and now we'll wrap it up. So, folks, thanks for watching another great episode of Topic Time. More to follow. See you next time. Take care.
Hey guys.
And here we go.